Can you pay yourself as a director if your company becomes insolvent? It's a big question, this. And if your company has become insolvent, I want you to watch the video to the end, because you need to be very careful. Now, let's just define insolvency. Your business is struggling to pay its debts on time. You know, you might owe HMRC, you might owe suppliers, you might owe the banks. You still have got a mortgage to pay, kids to feed, cars to fuel, right? Now, when you've become insolvent, what you mustn't do is continue to take dividends. Now, without going too technical, most directors, what they do is they'll take a little bit of PAYE every month, about £1,000, and they'll top the salary up with dividends, 2, 3, 4 grand a month, okay? But you can only declare a dividend if your company is making a profit. Now, if you are struggling to pay your HMRC and your suppliers and your bounce back loan and your C bills and your recovery loans, it's highly likely you are no longer making a profit. So taking that dividend could be classed as an illegal dividend. Now, when you become insolvent, and if you end up in a liquidation scenario, anything that you've taken as a dividend after the point of becoming insolvent is going to be classed as an overdrawn director's loan, and you're going to be asked to repay it. Now, I also understand as directors, you're still going to need some money to meet your bills and, like you say, pay your bills. So what I'm going to suggest here is, if you've become insolvent or you are worrying about becoming insolvent, is to speak to your accountant and stop taking dividends. So instead of taking a little bit of salary and the rest as dividends, why don't you speak to your accountant about increasing the amount you take on PAYE? So instead of taking 1,000 PAYE and 3 grand dividends, why don't you take 4 grand a month through the PAYE? You're obviously going to incur some pay-as-you-earn HMRC tax, which you should obviously pay, but it will protect you from having an overdrawn director's loan account if, sadly, you end up in liquidation. So I hope you found this useful. Yes, you can pay yourself if you become insolvent, but be careful how you do it. If you want some guidance on the specifics of your situation, no judgment, no obligation, no strings, get in touch with us, First Business Rescue. Thanks for your time. Goodbye.